Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand. I am your host, Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal branding and business development company. I want to take you on a journey that takes another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal story, business conversations, and tips to improve your personal brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand podcast series, you will be able to differentiate yourself from the competition and allow you to build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build trust, and reflect who you are. Developing your 5-star personal brand is a great way to demonstrate your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh, spelled M-C-G-A-U-G-H, at 5-star BDM, B for brand, D for development, M for masters.com. Now let's begin with our next 5-star episode on Follow the Brand. Welcome to the Follow the Brand podcast. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM, where we help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. And today we have an extraordinary guest who is revolutionizing the field of bioelectronic medicine. Dr. Yi-Kai Lo is the CEO and co-founder of Anuevo, a Los Angeles-based medical device company that is at the forefront of developing innovative treatments for conditions once thought incurable. Dr. Lo's journey is nothing short of inspiring. He began his career in integrated circuit design, but his fascination with the potential of electronics to heal the human body led him to the field of neuroscience and bioengineering. He holds a PhD from UCLA, where his groundbreaking research on artificial retina implants sparked a vision for what was possible. At Anuevo, Dr. Lo and his team are pioneering Exastim, a non-invasive spinal cord stimulation technology that is showing incredible promise in treating spinal cord injuries. Imagine a device that can help paralyzed individuals regain motor function without the need for surgery. This technology represents a powerful convergence of neuroscience, electrical engineering, and medicine, and has the potential to dramatically improve the quality of life for many. But Dr. Lo is not just a brilliant scientist. He is also a dedicated entrepreneur with a relentless commitment to bringing these life-changing innovations to market. His work is a testament to the incredible impact that can be achieved when cutting-edge technology meets compassionate care. Join us as we explore the cutting edge of bioelectronic medicine with Dr. Yi-Kai Lo on the Follow Brand podcast, where we are building a 5-star brand that you can follow. Welcome, everybody, to the Follow Brand podcast. This is Grant McGaugh, and today we're going to talk about some things that are very dear to my heart when it comes to healthcare. When it comes to, and I have a friend of mine who had an injury some time ago around spinal cord injury, and I think some of the audience have known other people, whether they're athletes or not, that maybe they were playing a particular sport, made an injury, and it kind of, it had some damage to them neurologically. And they were they lost some function, whether their legs, their arms, or both. They couldn't do a lot of things. Well, today we're going to talk to an industry pioneer, and he is going to tell us about what he is doing. This is Dr. Lo. Dr. Lo, we're going to have a candid conversation about who he is, what he's doing, and how he's solving this major problem for so many people who really think there's not a lot that's going to happen next. You're just going to be paralyzed, and that's it. So, Dr. Lo, you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure thing. And first of all, thanks for inviting me to join your podcast, Glenn. Yeah, so nice to meet you. Hello, everyone. My name is Yikai Lo, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Anuevo. So Anuevo is a medical device company. So we are based in Los Angeles, and we are focusing on developing bioelectronic medicine to treat diseases and injuries that cannot be cured by conventional medical approaches. It's a pleasure to be here today.
This is a pleasure for all of us. What you just shared, and for a lot of people, it's a pivotal moment. When we say, wow, there could be a solution out there. So I want to talk a little bit about you, get a little bit of background on Dr. Lo, and tell us about your pivotal moment that shifted your career from, you were doing a lot with integrated circuit design, IC, right? And now you're doing neural engineering, bioelectronic medicine. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, sure thing. So actually, the C is for my career transition from a circuit designer to neural engineering and bioelectronic medicine. Were planted back in 2005. So I began kind of contemplating the rapid obsolescence common in circuit design. So we are always pursuing new technology, new semiconductor technology, and repeat the design again to make the device smaller, faster, lower power, and kind of. I realized that the new technology frequently made the older one outdated in just a few years. Then we need to pursue the new one. And I found myself craving for working in the field where my skills and knowledge would not only remain relevant, but also accumulate and increase in their value over time. So this contemplation led me to the field of neuroscience, a discipline that I perceive as evergreen and ripe for technological innovation. So my commitment to this new path actually was solidified in 2007. So I got the chance to my current PhD advisor while he visited Taiwan. And I was shocked by his work in artificial retina implant. So my PhD advisor, he was the inventor of retina implant. So they make a tiny device and implant the device inside the eyeball to use electricity to stimulate the retina, so that the blind people can see the world again. And I was shocked by his research and kind of learned that, wow, we can use electronics to treat some diseases, right? That cannot be cured before. So, the possibility of applying my experience in circuit design to develop a new device that could not only interact, but also heal the human body was intriguing and inspiring. So this actually sparked my transition towards neuroengineering, as I saw a unique opportunity to make a tangible impact on the healthcare by merging these disciplines. Since then, I've been committed to advancing in the field, focusing on innovation solution to bridge the gap between technology and biology for therapeutic interventions.
This is intriguing. I remember I went to DeVry Institute of Technology in Missouri. So I'm working with integrated circuits, on a breadboard, right? Doing transistors,
right,
and making sure, they work right. And this is how the bits and bytes flow, in the hardware area. And it's intriguing that you looked at that and then looked at the human body as if it is some type of, and it is, circuitry. If you look at the different nervous systems and that kind of thing, and then merging those together from biomechanics to neurology to electronics. This is intriguing, as I think through that you started to go through this as a journey. Now you're the CEO of Anuevo, and you've transitioned from a scientist to being an entrepreneur. And I want to know, just some of the challenging aspects of that, how you're doing, first tell us a little bit about Anuevo as far as the different breakthroughs, and then how you're transitioned from scientist to entrepreneur.
Right. That's a good one. I want to echo what you mentioned about, regarding the transistor and the cells. What is interesting for me before, even now, is, for the neurons in our body, right? Kind of, they also communicate with electrons or electricities. So what we did is we, in what is related in the circuit design, to how neuron communicate is electricity is common, right? So now we are delivering electricity to the neuron to modulate how it behaves. So this kind of why, what bridges electronics to the nervous system. And then regarding the second question about transition from scientist to entrepreneur. So you probably are aware of this already. So transition from scientist to entrepreneur has been indeed a profound journey. It's very challenging, marked by several challenging aspects. So one of the most significant one has been shifting primarily from a research focused mindset that and to the one that balances innovation with business acumen. So as a scientist, right, your primary concern will often be like the pursuit of knowledge, right, and discovery. And also, I'm an engineer, so the other one that my mindset is make something, design something quick, right, and we can prove whether it works or not. Okay, but in entrepreneurship, those innovations must be viable in the market, and then there are a lot of regulation. Especially we are in the medical device, right? Regulation, quality, or the FDA or CE mark EU regulation that we have to take care of before much more than the product or new discovery itself. And then navigating this shift, actually that involved a very steep learning curve when where I had to quickly grasp the fundamentals of business management, financial, HR, and some strategic marketing, and building a team that complements my technical expertise with strong business and operational skills are crucial. So I've also relied heavily on mentorship. So actually, I remember that in 2019 when my first employee resigned to pursue his own startup company in coding. I got so frustrated. Did I do something wrong? I keep asking myself, did I do something wrong? Otherwise, how come the people wanted to leave the company? Especially we kind of see a bright future. We saw a bright future for the company, for sure, right? And I got so frustrated. And one of my good friends who called me, hey, Ikai, I think you should try to find an executive coach, someone who has been this before, right, and gone through the process. He will give you, good guidance. And then I took his advice and I found the CEO coach. So starting from 2019, so we did a Monday and a Friday meeting every 5 a.m. And then kind of we initiate book club. So kind of read book in every 2 weeks, and we do a reflection 6 or 5 a.m. on Monday and Friday. And by reading the book and did the execution in real life, right? And kind of take the feedback, and to do some retrospect, that kind of helped a lot. So I think that's kind of how my transition looks like.
Well, that was a heck of a transit, but I know it's a big mind shift set. I don't know if I said that even right, but the changing of, because you go from a skill set, tool set to a mindset, and it's a transition. Well, there's no question about that. It's a huge transition because you're getting into expertise that you don't know. But you did something very smart. You got someone where you might have been weak in this area. You find someone else that was strong to help you as you go along this journey, because your company, Anuevo, is doing something revolutionary. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And that you're now that you've done the research and you're looking at how you solve this major problem for people that have these neurological challenges. Talk to us more about your company.
Yeah, sure thing. So Anuevo is a company that I founded with my co-founder, my PhD advisor, back in 2018. Okay, so it's a startup company, spin-off from UCLA. I got my PhD from UCLA. So we are commercializing the research that we both have done at UCLA for decades, kind of accumulated more than 20 or even 30 plus years experience in the technology development of semiconductor and those neuroscience. Yeah. So the company was founded in 2019, and we are primarily focusing on developing, as I mentioned, innovative bioelectronic medicine. So we are only interested in treating diseases that cannot be cured by other ways. So we're trying, we set our we set our bar very high. So we want to do something that can really help the people who are suffering from those diseases, especially something that's new. And that, by doing this, that kind of fulfill our curiosity, but also we are trying to take care of the underserved population.
Mm-hmm. These are so important things. Now, you're pioneering bioelectronic treatments. And a lot of people, they don't understand some of these things. Can you just describe one of the key technologies your team has developed and its impact on healthcare?
Right. Sure thing. Yeah. So, but first of all, thank you for recognizing our effort at Anuevo, right, in advancing bioelectronic treatment. So, I think before I kind of talk about what we are doing, probably good for me to explain a little bit what does bioelectronic medicine mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, bioelectronic medicine is a combination of multiple disciplines. So, including medicine, biology, neuroscience, and electrical engineering, material science. So, we are using the biomedical means to deliver energy. It can be ultrasound, it can be electricity, it can be optical, right? To modulate the nervous system. So in conventional medical approach, right, the patients or us, right, we took pharmaceutical drug, right? So once you swallow the drug goes to your stomach and then enters in your blood, right, and circulate throughout your whole body. So one thing that is inevitable is, sometimes, there might be overdose, right? And sometimes, usually the drug might come with some side effect. By using bioelectronic medicine, there's a potential to do a targeted delivery of the therapy at a specific location, and the dose can be precisely controlled by the device itself. For example, so we're thinking about, in the future, when your doctor prescribe the drug or the bioelectronic medicine for his patient or her patient, the dose will be what will be the intensity of the current, right? And how many times the patient needs to receive electrical stimulation, and what will be the frequency, and what will be the pulse width instead of milligram, or how many tablets per day. And Greg, can you remind me your second question?
Oh, no, you gave me the background. The big thing is so what are the key technologies? How are you solving? Now you give us a little background. Yeah, what's that key, the secret sauce with it, Anuevo, and that key technology? Yes.
Got you. So at Anuevo, so we are focusing on developing our flagship product. We call it Exastim. So Exastim is a wireless portable, non-invasive spinal cord stimulation system. So Exastim deliver the electricity by placing electro ray on the spinal cord. And then using this non-invasive approach, we are trying to modulate the spinal cord circuitry to do by doing a targeted non-invasive stimulation to help to treat conditions or some neurological disorders through this way. And actually, this technology kind of emerged from our deep understanding around neurocircuitry, neuroengineering, electronics, computer science, and our ability to integrate those sophisticated electronics with biological systems.
Do you have use cases now? I mean, I'm sure you've done some research. You've got some success stories around your tech.
Yeah. So the first indication that we are focusing on is using Exastim to treat spinal cord injury. So as you might know already, there's currently no treatment to spinal cord injury. The current gold standard is just physical rehabilitation or occupational rehabilitation. And for patients with spinal injury, the descending brain command cannot pass through the lesion. So the patient will lose their voluntary motor control. They might even have a bladder valve dysfunction or autonomic dysfunction. So what we are doing now is using Exastim to do non-invasive spinal cord stimulation to help the patient regain or improve their functions. And starting from 2020, we did a pilot clinical study at 3 clinical sites in the US to collect some safety and performance data to evaluate how Exastim can help the patient improve their functions. And we did see some promising data from our study participants.
I want to ask you this. How did you feel when it worked? Like you actually saw it?
Yes. So I would say it was very exciting, really, to see the patient can improve their functions, right, from some of the video that we recorded during the pilot study. But I think what is most encouraging sometimes is what their friends or their parents say. So I can't remember one of our study participants. His parents retired or quit their job after the incident of the injury of the participant, and they was so excited and told us that she was so excited that when they see the son can use his hand again to open the door, something very little, right, that we can do it easily in our daily life, but this was tremendous to the individual, the SCI, and their family members.
Ready to elevate your brand with 5-star impact? Welcome to the Funnel Brand Podcast, your gateway to exceptional personal growth and innovative business strategies. Join me as I unveil the insider strategies of industry pioneers and branding experts. Discover how to supercharge your business development, harness the power of AI for growth, and sculpt a personal brand that stands out in the crowd. Transform ambition into achievement. Explore more at firestarbdm.com for a wealth of resources. Ignite your journey with our Brave Brand Blueprint and begin crafting your standout 5-star future today. Man, I think this is wonderful. To have a solution that can work and you can see the results. Like you said, the family members, they know the condition of the individual before their loved one before, and then you can see the advances that are happening. I think that's great. I want to ask you this. When it comes to neurotechnology, what are some of the biggest challenges facing the field? Just the general field of neurotechnology, and how are you at Anuevo addressing those challenges?
Yeah, actually, neurotechnology, they present exciting possibilities, but also substantial challenges, as you know, right? Regarding the complexity of the human body, the brain, the nervous system, and also some ethical consideration as well. But I would say a significant technical change is creating some non-invasive device that can interact effectively with the nervous system without the risk associated with surgical implants. So additionally, making this advancement technology accessible and beneficial to a diverse range of patients, that remains a very critical hurdle. So at Anuevo, we are addressing this challenge through our commitment to a non-invasive technology. So we are at the forefront of developing external device that can modulate nervous system without the need of implant. And implant is expensive, and there's always risk associated with any surgical procedure. I think this non-invasive approach, it can significantly reduce the risk of tissue damage, any risk that might occur during the surgical procedure, and also some long-term complication of invasive methods. And we are also focusing on enhancing the accessibility of our technologies. By innovating in design and manufacturing, we are trying to reduce the cost and simplify the use of our devices, so making them available to a wider audience. And this can ensure that our technology solutions are not only advanced, but also safe, but also inclusive, extending their benefit across society.
Man, that is wonderful. I love the vision and the journey and what the possibility, especially the now and in the future. And you're working on so many different things. You're talking about bioelectronics. It's just, and it seems like we're all everybody's into AI now. They start to see this merging of man and machine. It is intriguing. And so I'm asking you just in general, how do you see the field of bioelectronic medicine?
Right.
Do you think it's going to evolve for the next, decade? And how do you see your role in shaping that future?
Right. Yeah, that's a wonderful questions. So we keep thinking about this all the time. And then me and my co-founder, actually, we kind of have a discussion about future almost every Friday at 11 a.m. to talk about, share our experience, our vision, yeah, something like that. And to your questions, and then for the field of bioelectronic medicine, actually is poised for significant evolution over the next decades, driven by the rapid advancement in technology and AI, as you mentioned, right? And increasing understanding of human body at the molecular and electrical level. So I do foresee a future where bioelectronic device will not only treat the previously untreatable condition, but will also be integrated seamlessly into everyday health management, improving the quality of life for millions of people. And of course, AI should be integrated too, right? So that especially when we are able to collect the data from our daily life, data analysis, right? And AI will play a very crucial role in the near future. And I expect some major breakthrough, probably in miniaturization and sensing technology, right? So that we can collect data from our daily life. But that will allow for more precise and less invasive monitoring and modulating of body functions. And connectivity of real-time data will also play a critical role for sure. My personal thoughts. So future bioelectronic device, they will increasingly use artificial intelligence to analyze data in real time. So providing immediate adjustment in DLP or provide information to a doctor, right? Or in predictive insight into patient healthcare trends.
That is so important. The predictability and then the personalization on what you're embarking on, because so many different, everyone's a little bit different. This is, a great subject. I'm glad we're having this discussion. And from my lens, to me, you look like a very young scientist. And maybe you are, maybe just, you just take good care of yourself, right? But as you think, because you're coming from, you originally came to Taiwan, but you studied in the U.S., UCLA, things like that. What kind of advice would you give? Because this is a field that I don't think a lot of people are into. They may not know a lot about it, might be a little bit more intimidated by it. But if you were, a young scientist, an entrepreneur, what kind of advice would you give them as you start to merge these technologies, technology, medicine, these intersections? So I'd like to hear your point of view.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm qualified to give advice or not, but since I'm still learning, right, and trying to figure this out too. But if I may, I'll try. Let me try.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah. My foremost piece of advice will be to cultivate a deep understanding of both fields. So this new knowledge, right, electronics or neuroscience or whatever, right, will be crucial as it allows you to see advancement in technology can solve some complex medical problems and vice versa. And second, I would say have to be patient and persistent. So innovation in medical technology doesn't happen overnight. So actually what was struck to me is that while I was a researcher, right? Once I think about something new stuff, I can test it on the other day, right? But in the medical technology field, it requires rigorous testing, validation, and often a lengthy process of regulatory approvals. So resilience in the face of setbacks and a long-term commitment to your vision are also essential qualities for success. And next one, I think based on what I learned so far and those challenges and obstacles I encountered, I think prioritize collaboration over competition will be also critical. So the complexity of integrating technology, right, with medicines means that the most successful innovation often comes from a collaboration efforts. So you have to look for opportunity, right, to partner with other innovators, researchers, institutions, clinicians, or different industry leaders who can bring different skills and perspective to your projects or the product you are working on. And so I'm thinking hard right now, And then the other piece will be never lose sight of the ultimate goal. So, and I think the goal should be always be improving the patient outcomes, right? So there are a lot of fun stuff, right? You're doing work on the product development, but we should always keep in mind the goal is to improve the patient's outcome. So the innovation should aim to make treatment more effective, less invasive, and more accessible. So keeping this goal in focus, I believe that this can guide our effort and ensure that the work we are doing remains relevant and impactful.
Absolutely. I want to help you, Dr. Lowe, meaning we have a very large audience in healthcare and information technology. I'm the program chair for HIMSS, which is the Health Informatics Management System Society in South Florida, obviously part of the national organization, which is over 100,000 people. This type of technology that you are on is very, very interesting and needed. And I want to make sure that the audience knows what you need. They want to say, hey, I like what you're doing. This is very impactful. I've been on the field where I see a kid playing sports, and then bam, now you know what? The rest of their life, they're a paraplegic. We want to see what we can do to stop it. What do you need in your journey right now that we can help?
Yeah, sure thing. So we are currently conducting the first randomized control trial in the U.S. across 14 hospitals from the East Coast to the West Coast, and we are actively recruiting patients with spinal cord injury to join our clinical study. And our goal is to finish the enrollment by the end of this year. So I think what immediate help that we need from you or from your audience, if you guys know someone who has spinal cord injury and trying to seek for help or trying to find potential solution for them, please do encourage them to go to our website, anuevo.com, anuevo.com, and to look for our information regarding clinical trial. So we are trying to find participants to join our study right now.
That's great. And what cities are you? Yeah, I know it's from coast to coast, but is there specific cities right now that the trials are going in?
Yeah. So we have our clinical site in New York, in Chicago, in Marquette, in Baltimore, in Salt Lake City, and in Los Angeles, in San Diego, and in Denver, and there are a few more.
Excellent. So we're going to conclude here. This has been a wonderful discussion. I want you to let the audience know how to contact you. I think you gave us your website, but give it to us again. What is the best way to contact you? And then again, how to get in touch with you about the trial, whether it's a form, it's just on the website. Just walk us through that particular journey.
Right. So if you guys, if any of the audience is interested in our clinical study, you can either go to our website or you can shoot us an email at contact@anuevo.com. And we also have I would say recruitment platform. So you can find that recruitment platform on our website. So if you are thinking about whether you are eligible, basically you can try to enter some information. And then once the information has been entered, our team will reach out to you.
Oh, that's great. So you have an assessment for it. That's good to know. So you know if you qualify or not to be a part of the trial, that type of thing. This has been wonderful, Dr. Lowe. This is the kind of information that we need, and to know what you're doing from a company standpoint, that we can change the experience of people that are afflicted with spinal cord injuries and things of that nature. And I love the fact you talk about non-invasive. How does he do that? It's so intriguing. But I wish you the best, and anything we can do to help you move the needle forward, I'm all about that. And I encourage your entire audience to tune in to all the episodes of Follow the Brand. You can tune in at 5-Star BDM. That is the number 5. That's star, STAR, B for brand, D for development, infomasters.com. This has been wonderful, and I thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again.
You're most welcome. Take care. Thanks for joining us on the Follow Brand Podcast. Big thanks to Full Effect Productions for their incredible support on each and every episode. Now the journey continues on our YouTube channel, Follow Brand TV series. Dive into exclusive interviews, extended content, and bonus insights that will fuel your success. Subscribe now and be a part of our growing community, sharing and learning together. Explore, engage, and elevate at Follow Brand TV series on YouTube. Stay connected, stay inspired. Till next time, we will continue building a 5-star brand that you can follow.